Hi, I'm Eric May. I am the coordinator with the American Red Cross for the blood drives that we conduct here at St. Michael's Church. I'll tell you a little bit about myself and my blood donation journey. I first gave blood when I was 18 years old in Brooklyn, New York, at a Knights of Columbus hall that my father went to, and frankly, I've been giving blood ever since, more or less regularly. A little more than 20 years ago, I started donating platelets. Platelets are those sticky cells that are used for clotting. They stop you from bleeding, and they're used by cancer patients and other people with bleeding disorders. Also, with doing platelets, you can give much more frequently than you do red blood cells. So I just, as a matter of fact, this morning gave my 13th platelet donation for this year. So at the end of 2018, the American Red Cross bought out Virginia Blood Services, which was our previous blood supplier in this area. And coincidentally, at the same time, the former coordinator for the blood drive was leaving St. Michael's. And so I was asked if I would like to step up and perform this ministry. And without having to think about it very much, I immediately said yes, because it's that important to me. So I became the coordinator just as we were changing from the Red Cross to, from Virginia Blood Services to the American Red Cross. We started in March of 2018. I'm sorry, it was March of 2019. I will tell you, if anybody is watching this who came to one of the original Red Cross blood drives, the first ones didn't go well, and I apologize for that. We had long discussions with the American Red Cross, and they put corrective actions into place, and now they are running much more smoothly than they did at that time. So what do we do? Well, we conduct 4 drives every year, March, June, September, and December. Our next drive is the weekend of December 12th and 13th. We are doing a Saturday and Sunday drive. Saturday from 4 to 7 p.m. and on Sunday from 8 till 1 p.m. Unlike the Virginia Blood Services, the American Red Cross highly discourages walk-ins. They want to have all the slots scheduled ahead of time. And this is especially true given the current situation with the coronavirus pandemic. So as a result, we've moved the blood drive from what we used to do it in the parish hall. We now do it here at the Lake House in the social hall here. So we ask donors to make appointments for these blood drives. There's always information in the flock notes, always on the St. Michael's website as to how to do that, by either calling Red Cross, going to their website, or even if you have the smartphone app, the blood donor smartphone app, please make your appointments for the drives there. At these drives, we will take donations either of whole blood, which is what most people are familiar with. That's where they simply stick you with a needle and your blood flows into a bag, generally by gravity. When the bag is full, you're done and you're on your way. The other process is a collection called power red or double red collections. In this case, they use it's a tabletop machine that actually draws your blood from your body. It separates red blood cells from the remainder of the blood, so your platelets and plasma are then pumped back into your body, and in doing so, they're able to collect twice as many red blood cells as they would for a whole blood donation. If you give a power red donation, you are only allowed to give blood every 16 weeks versus a whole blood donation, which is every 8 weeks. So therefore, a whole blood donor can come to every drive that we have, the quarterly drives. A power red donor can only make every other drive. So the question, why give blood? The answer is pretty simple, really. There just is no substitute for human blood. They have not yet figured out a way to make it in a lab. So there's a continuous need for it. People are injured every day. Operations occurring every day. It's used often for sickle cell anemia, for cancer patients. It's just continuous. So we need to be able to supply that need. Interesting fact that in the US population, less than 38% of people are actually able to give blood, either because of their physical limitations, medical conditions, medications they're taking, and other potential reasons. So, however, of all the people in the United States, only 3% of the populations actually give blood. So there's a whole lot of people out there who could be giving blood who are not. And you might ask, why do I give blood? Well, the answer is pretty simple there too. It's because I can. I've been blessed to have good health through my life, and I believe it's important that I give back. And that's why I do it as often as I do. So how can the parishioners help? All right, well, first and foremost, sign up for a blood drive. We'd like to have every slot of every drive filled before the Red Cross people get here. That would be a wonderful thing. But the second answer is, right now I'm a minister of one. Not that there's a lot of work involved, but I do need others to become familiar, because I will tell you, once things loosen up again, things return to normal, I will be traveling a lot more. And I can't be here necessarily for every drive. So what I need are people who can help, as I said, back me up in certain things. The things I do include coordination with the American Red Cross, the drive coordinator, for scheduling, for assessing how the signups are going, what we can do to change, improve the signups before the drive. Of course, we also provide feedback to the coordinator once the drive is over. Of course, communicating with the St. Michael's staff to have things notices put in the flock notes, notices put in on the website, on the St. Michael's website, etc. Also to work with the staff for scheduling the place, this location, and for setup of the location prior to and after the drive. Also, when we return to some normal schedule of masses and we're able to congregate after mass again, prior to the drives, we would like to have a table set up, information table, to answer questions that people have about the blood drive, and also to help them to schedule themselves for the blood drives. Finally, to be on site during the blood drive. Again, American Red Cross takes care of mostly everything. They just need to have someone here as a liaison with the parish staff should there be any kind of emergency or just a need that needs to be filled. And so we need someone who can work with that. So that is pretty much the story. At this point, I'll just say thank you for giving the gift of life.